I grew up surfing. I grew up doing nippers, you know, from 6 years old to 18. And I'm 44 now and I still surf as much as I can. You know, healthy respect for the environment and wanting to keep the water clean is like the natural progression to trying to fix one of the world's greatest problems. If I can help build purpose into other people's lives, we can fast track cleaning up the plastics in our oceans. My first career, I was a product designer. I was responsible for design, engineering and commercializing plastic injection molded products. The irony of that. My second career, I was a boat builder for America's Cup racing teams, and I traveled the world for 12 years doing yacht racing and seeing all the trash in the water at different marinas. And currently, this is my third career, which is Seabin, and we started with the very lateral thought of if you got rubbish bins on land, why not put them in the water? And it was the most obvious thing in the world that no one had thought of. A Seabin is very simple. It's a cross between a garbage can and a pool skimmer. We put it in the water and we skim the top 10 millimeters of the surface for microplastics and plastic fibers. The water comes in, the rubbish comes in, stops in a filter, and then the water passes through the pump and back into the ocean. The initial hurdles that we had to overcome was you need money to make things happen. You need, money makes the world change. I just wanted to be like Patagonia, where they could be a $100 million, multi-billion dollar company that puts so much money back into the environment and they're a business for good. How we got the seed capital, which was $360,000 in 2016, was we went to Indiegogo, and then in a 4-week campaign, it was children and families and grandparents that were, giving us pocket money because we were doing something to save the planet. And like I'm choking up right now, thinking about this. It was just the most humbling, beautiful experience in the world. The Seabin video that we were using for crowdfunding went viral because nobody had seen a rubbish bin put in the water before to suck in the plastics and the microplastics, and it got like more than 1 billion views across the internet. Yeah, it really put us in the spotlight. The first Seabin that went in the water was in the south of France in 2017, and then the first Seabin in Australia went into the National Maritime Museum in Darling Harbour in 2019.
My name is Mahi. I am CEO of Seabin Foundation. I've studied an undergrad in environmental geography. Then I did a master's degree in use and conservation of natural resources with a focus on coastal oceanography. And then I did a PhD in education in Australia. I care a lot about the ocean, but as far as I can remember, water has always been the one thing that I feel drawn to. But I've also surfed with a lot of pollution around me, a lot of plastic items around me. And I have really felt the need to be part of the solution. This love and care for the ocean is the reason why I work for ocean conservation. Seabin Foundation is an Australian not-for-profit organisation created in 2018. 3 years after the initial idea of the Seabin was born. The organisation's mission is really to turn off the tap of plastic pollution entering the waterways. To do that, we have looking at the way we use plastic material, behaviour change, litter prevention strategies. We are looking at doing some research from what the Seabins are collecting, looking into the trends of the plastic items that are found and identifying the ones that perhaps we are not really hearing about, so we can really become aware of what items are polluting waterways and the ocean and address the problem at the source. At the moment, we're putting forward education programs. This online education program is one of the ways we want to reach people that are not necessarily based where the Seabins are. We are also creating education programs with museums. The Ocean Health Lab that we have created, the result of a collaboration as well with the Australian National Maritime Museum, where the Ocean Health Lab has become an exhibition for the visitors. So this is another example of how we reach people while also doing the science and the research. We also do STEM lessons to schools and as well as corporates and any really group of people from the community that are interested in learning more about plastic pollution and what Seabin can do about it. Because the Seabins work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can look at the trend over a year. We can look at seasonal trends, we can look at weather patterns, and by analysing these processes, we can really look at the key problematic plastic items, and we can have a baseline set of data that will inform the measurement or the evolution of any solution that is being applied. So if a problem is really bad at a given time, we can then measure this again later on and see if the solutions that have been implemented have made a difference. This is litter prevention, and understanding the importance of keeping waterways clean is really part of the mission of what we're doing.
Where do I see Seabin in 10 years? Multiple cities with thousands of people trying to make the world a better place, and ultimately I just want to go surfing without plastics, Our goal is to do ourselves out of business.
I hope that Seabin Foundation over the next few years will be able to inspire a new generation to really welcome advice on behaviour change. I really hope that Seabin Foundation can bring on this positive tone to the conversation of plastic pollution so we can tackle it with enthusiasm. There is in this love story a whole process of understanding why the ocean matters so much, and why this blue planet, the Earth, is only what it is because of the ocean, because of the water that it carries, and it is so precious. We could say similar things about so many other aspects of this beautiful planet, and I would agree with it, but my heart has always been feeling the pull for the ocean.